हेलो एवरीवन, माय नेम इज़ विभूषण मुखर्जी। आज हमारे साथ है एक अमेजिंग पर्सनालिटी। हिज नेम इज़ अभिनव सानिग्रही। इस भैया 2022 बैच में पास आउट हुआ है फ्रॉम प्रिंटिंग इंजीनियरिंग। इस भैया का पहले बिजनेस और मैनेजमेंट में इंटरेस्ट था स्टार्टिंग से ही। वहाँ से इस भैया ने एक टॉप अमेरिकन मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी क्रैक किया है। ये वन ऑफ द रिचेस्ट कंपनीज इन यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स है। तो इस भैया अपना खुद का जर्नी शेयर करेंगे। बहुत ही इंस्पिरेशनल जर्नी है। वहाँ से एक टॉप बिजनेस स्कूल भी क्रैक किया है। तो इस भैया सॉफ्टवेयर जर्नी का भी एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करेंगे और बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट या फिर मैनेजमेंट एंट्रेंस का भी जर्नी इस भैया शेयर करेंगे। तो स्टे ट्यून्ड। इस वीडियो के देखने के बाद नीचे कमेंट करना कि कैसा लगा इस वीडियो, और देखो वीडियो।
My journey to JU was not a predictable one. So what happened was in class 11 and 12, I was not even sure of doing engineering. There was no pressure from home also for doing engineering. But I used to do this books like A.C. Verma and Emil Khanna. I didn't take any coaching like Fitzy or Akash, but I had local tutors with me. And after the 12th, I gave JEE, WebG, and also other exams like Impact. So let me tell you what Impact. Impact is an exam for integrated program management in IIM Indore. At my time, only IIM Indore used to offer such course, but nowadays other colleges like IIM Nanshi, IIM Rohtak, and IFT is also offering similar courses. So if you are interested, you can check them out. And for me, I couldn't crack IPM IIM Indore at that time, and post that what I decided was that I can choose to go to JU in printing, construction, biochemical, or go to NIT Durgapur in metallurgy, biotech. And there were certain other NITs from Northeast. I also had an option to go for CSC and reputed private universities. But I thought that considering a lot of factors like the fees of JU, then the flexibility because of the attendance policies, and also that JU is very close to my house, the brand value I thought will help me in my MBA. So I decided to go for JU at that time. So my coding journey began in the second semester of second sem. At that time, COVID came and there was lockdown everywhere, and I was not doing anything productive except for watching TV series, then animes and PUBG and Valorant. So one of my friends suggested that I can utilize a bit of my time in studying something. She suggested me to go for data science because it is a combination of business and technology, and I am kind of interested in business, and technology part can help me in placement in campus. So I started doing a course in Udemy that was, I guess, called 360 Data Science. And from that course, I really got interested in the topic, and I started researching more and more. Then I did additional courses on SQL, statistics, probability, mathematics, moved on to machine learning and deep learning. And after 6-7 months, I had a fair share of knowledge on the topic. I did some projects also, uploaded on GitHub, build a portfolio. And after that, I realized that I also need to do DSA in order to get a good placement. So I started doing DSA and basics of object-oriented programming, like the concepts, the basics of operating system, and SQL was already done. So I started coding in Python, in Lead Code, Geeks for Geeks, watched YouTube channels like Aditya Verma and Strivers, did a Striver shit and few other channels. So after that, I was kind of fairly prepared for the upcoming placements. So my placement season was a short and a sweet one, but the journey to the placement was quite long. In the beginning of 2021, I knew that I had to do DSA and all. So I was preparing for DSA in the evening and was preparing for CAT in the morning. The reason for this dual preparation was that one thing was this the placement of 2021 was quite hard, especially in the core departments. And printing had a very bad season, so I was scared that if I would be even allowed for in companies or even whether they will even take me saying I'm from printing and not from CSC or inservator branch. So I did both of them, and then what happened was that my plan was if I get a good company, then I'll take the job and try to prepare again for CAT properly and try to get a top 10 college. Otherwise, that I will go for any college I'm getting if I'm not getting any job. So before the placement, there was this screening, and in the screening, if you are placed in that list, you get to appear for certain companies which otherwise do not allow any core branches. So I was lucky to be placed in that screening list, and then my placement journey began. My first company was Cognizant Gen-Z Nextwell and then TCS Digital. In both cases, I was able to book the interview round, and in the Cognizant Gen-Z Next, I appeared with the specialization that I'm interested in the area of data science. So most of my question was regarding data science, and then even the interviewer was kind of surprised with my background in printing. So he asked about the course, what he was taught there, and overall then there was just questions on my area of interest like SQL, data science, machine learning, some very easy programming questions using list in Python, and I was then selected in Gen Z Next. And then I remember the very next day I actually had Optum's interview. The day after I got the Gen Z Next selection result, I had Optum's interview, and it was like 10th of September. 9th September I got the Gen Z Next result, and 10th September it was Optum's interview at 4 p.m. and the interview was again started with the questions regarding printing and all. That what is it, what is taught there, why did you choose it and all. And then he asked me questions on DSA, like he gave me 3 programming questions and I was able to do 2, and the third one I gave the approach but couldn't solve it completely. And then he moved on to SQL and data science and machine learning again. And the interview was like lasted about 30 minutes, and after like only 3 hours after the interview they informed that I was selected in Optum. So in 2023, means last year, I decided that I need to now start for my MBA. Now what happened was that Optum has a very good work-life balance, but when you are in office and you are working, you don't get that kind of that push or drive that after office you study again. So that was the same for me. From Monday to Friday, I was not able to study as such. And what I did was utilize my weekends. On weekends, what I did was on Saturday, I used to give a mock, and on Sunday, I used to analyze the mock. Like I used to give 1 full mock and 2-3 sectionals every Saturday. And then on Sunday, I used to go for the analysis. And what was helped me right now at that point was that since I had done a bit of preparation on CAT in previously only, because I said about the routine, like morning and evening routine of CAT and DSM. What happened was that I didn't have to prepare everything from scratch. I knew my strategies for reading comprehension, and then where I am weak in quants and where I'm good, where I'm struggling in DILR. And doing that, I gave my CAT while having a full-time job. And after CAT, I also gave XAT. And post that, I got calls from SPGen, XLRI Jamshedpur, and the new IIMs, baby IIMs, and Visakhapatnam, Trichy, Raipur, and MDI. And after that, my main target was between SPGen and XLRI because both are in top 10. So I started my interview preparation for them, and after all the process and all, I managed to get in XLRI Jamshedpur and also the new IIMs like Raipur, Trichy, Kashipur, Ranchi, and MDI Gurugram. And now I'm looking forward to join in my MBA course. So regarding the school interviews, everything under the sun is in your syllabus. So you cannot prepare everything, but you need to prepare whatever you can to the best of your abilities. So few things are important, like if you have work experience, they're definitely gonna ask you about your company. So you need to know about your revenue of the company, who is the CEO, when it was founded, like if it is listed or not, then any kind of mergers and acquisition in recent news. Then the profit, what are the products, who are the competitors. You need to know a lot about the company, and you can easily research them in Google, or you have internal documents of the company. And after that, you need to also prepare from about your location, geographical location. So suppose you're from Kolkata, West Bengal, so you need to know about the mayor of Kolkata. You need to know about the special places in Kolkata. You need to know about how modern Kolkata was founded. Then who's the governor of West Bengal, about the ministries of West Bengal and the cabinet ministers of India. Apart from that, you also need to know about any kind of recent news like G20 summit in our time, and then Israel-Palestine conflict, Iran-Pakistan conflict, then Ukraine-Russia conflict. You know about them, and you also need to have an opinion about them. Like if you may know about that G20 summit is being had been held in India, but the question may be more like that: how do you think that hosting G20 helped the soft power of India? Like I was asked a question in CAP interviews, that is a common interview process for all the new and baby IMs, that you may have heard of the interim budget. And so what are your opinions, or what are your suggestions to the finance minister? So questions may not always be direct, so you need to have an opinion on the topics, and you can develop them by reading comprehensively and forming an idea of your own. And apart from that, if you are from a very popular school, then you need to know the history of your school. If you are from a popular college, like if you're from JU, you need to know the history of JU. You need to know that the vice chancellor of JU, and the names of the vice chancellor, how was JU founded. So you need to know about, I need to also know a bit about your academics. In case I was in printing, so they didn't have a lot of idea. Most of the interviewers didn't have much idea about printing. So they asked a lot of questions regarding what is taught, what did you learn from that, how do you think that printing degree will help you in your MBA. So this kind of questions will come. And if you are from branches like electrical, mechanical, civil, you can expect a lot of questions from your graduation subjects if you do not have significant work weeks. If you have significant work weeks, then the questions will mostly revolve around your work weeks. Otherwise, if you're a fresher or have like less than 1 year of experience, you can expect questions from your undergrad also. So one more thing is that sometimes the interviewer may ask that if you have an area of interest. So if you do not have a specific thing in your mind, then you can say that you are not sure about it and will decide later. But if you have an area of interest, it is highly suggested that you prepare it. And in most cases, you should actually tell about your area of interest, because then you can direct the questions on that area and you can come prepared. For example, I am interested in information management, so I had to know topics such as blockchain, metaverse, virtual reality, extended reality, cloud, AI. So like I was asked questions on ethics and AI, K-means clustering. Now thing is, you don't need to know these topics in depth for an MBA interview. I definitely knew about data science in depth, but I was not asked in quite details. Mostly you need to have an overall idea about the topics. So let's say you have no idea of blockchain, but you just need to spend 30 to 45 minutes and get the basic concepts of blockchain and the other topics. So you would hardly require like 4 to 5 days to cover all the topics in IT. And also need to be aware of the recent news in the tech domain. For example, about Devin, then you have to be aware about these things going on in ChatGPT, OpenAI, BART. So how they're different, what the models use. Then you need to be aware of the ethical issues regarding AI, algorithmic biases, and any other similar things. This applies to other domain also. Let's say you are going for marketing, then you should be aware about things like 4P, then consumer versus customer, then what is your favorite brand. In marketing, there's also a lot of case studies like Nike's case in London Olympics. You need to be aware of them, you need to study them so that you can build a good impression. And also when you say that you have a specific interest, you should be clear about why that is interest, how that you develop that interest. So for people who are going to software engineering and they're basically targeting product-based company, Even if they're in first or second year, I would say is that they can spend like 1 or 2 hours in coding a day. Like they can pick up any coding language they like Python, Java, C++, and do basic stuff. And then they can move on to SQL, DSA, and also pick up a technology by the third year for especially for projects and all. Like you have an option to go for web technologies or Android, or you can go for this machine learning and data science. So specifically people who want to definitely go for development, I would suggest that they can go for web technologies or app development, because there's a lot of startups also in this space. For data science and machine learning, the thing is that the number of startups offering these roles is kind of lower compared to the number of roles companies available in web domain. And but let's say you are interested in analytics companies, so in that case having a knowledge of machine learning and data science will be beneficial for you. And people who are already in the third and fourth year, I would say, like, I know the market condition is not the best currently, but you can't do anything about the market. The thing is that even if market condition is bad, if you get some IT placement, you can always switch over to better companies, like as long as you have the skill. So right now you are in college, so you have more time to develop your skills. Once you are in office, you don't have that kind of freedom. You have some responsibilities also, and office work sometimes can drain you. And so what you can do is make sure your preparation is the best to your capabilities, so that when market is again will correct itself, you can switch over to better companies. Like this happened like for the 2021 to 2022 period. There was a very good campus placement, but if we look outside campus also, at that time people who had 1-2 years of experience, who were previously placed in 2020 and 2021 in let's say not the best recognized companies, they were also able to switch over to better companies according to their desires and ambitions. So you can do the same for your years.